What's up, guys? So the Modern Warfare beta is sadly over, but I get to play a ton of it. I maxed my level out, and I wanted to make a video on my first impressions and kind of, is it worth the hype? Is it the Call of Duty we've been waiting for? I'm a huge fan of Modern Warfare. It basically changed my life, so I'm very excited for this game, so let's dive in. So if you know anything about me, you know I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty. I used to work at Activision back in the day, and I've actually worked on 2 different Call of Duties. I worked on World at War, and I worked on the first Black Ops, and I was on the multiplayer team for both of those games. The first Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was my absolute favorite, and still to this day is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. So needless to say, I had very high expectations, and from playing the beta for about 4 days straight, I have to say I am a big fan. I knew as soon as I saw the trailer that I felt like they got the vibe right, they got the tone right. It was just all about the gameplay and how the game felt. And now that I've had a lot of hours of hands-on experience, I can safely say that this game is really promising. I mean, the beta itself played super smoothly. It's on a different engine. The game is incredibly fast-paced, and the time to kill is as you would expect from a Call of Duty game, but with a much more streamlined movement. So it's clear the guys at Infinity Ward played a lot of Apex Legends, because the time to kill and the speed and movement in this game is extremely smooth, which is what I really love about it. I'm really impressed by the movement system, how the doors work, how everything works, the sliding, the double sprinting. It's all huge welcome additions to the game of Call of Duty. And honestly, I feel like this is going to be really huge when it comes out. This game is also taking big cues from Battlefield in a great way, where they've introduced vehicles, they've introduced the ability to spawn on your teammates and squad spawn, which is huge. It is a massive, massive game changer. And I think you can only do this in ground war.
I'm taking that ATV, bro. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
What I love most about this game is that there is something for everyone. If you're a Battlefield guy and you want to do huge battles with tons of vehicles, and you want to squad spawn on your teammates and drop them ammo, you can do that in ground war. It is so fun. If you want to play a super intimate Counter-Strike type of experience, then you can play search and destroy mode. It's 1 life per round. It's super intense. There's high stakes, and the people aren't spawning all around you. If you want something in between, you can play Headquarters, which is one of my favorite game modes ever. It's a mix between Team Deathmatch and Search and Destroy, and there's so many more game modes. You can play 2v2, 6v6, and they even have the OSP mode, which is on-site procurement. So you spawn with nothing, you run around, it's like a mini battle royale. It's amazing how much variety that this one game has. So I don't think there's a way that someone can play this game and be like, oh, this game is not for me, because I think there is a mode out there for everybody. Alright, let's talk about how the game looks. Battlefront 2, to this day, is still probably on the top of the best looking games I've ever played, but this one, I think, is going to take the cake. Especially since I've been playing on my 4K monitor. Playing this game at max ultra settings at 4K is insane. I don't think I can go back to playing other games on normal resolutions, because it is completely mind-blowing and completely game-changing when you play in 4K. This game is also RTX enabled, so I can't wait to see what that looks like during the single player and the multiplayer when the game releases. I have an RTX card, so I'm really excited to see the real-time ray tracing that this game has to offer. The graphics are just insane, completely ridiculous. The amount of detail into the character models, the weapons, everything. I will say, one thing I noticed that is lacking in this game is the sound design seems to be lacking. I did just play the beta, and I'm sure they have a lot of things to iron out, but during the beta I did find several audio glitches, several things that were supposed to make sounds that didn't. So now these sound issues I had didn't really have anything to do with any of the guns in the game, which are the most important, obviously. They had to do more with some vehicle stuff, some ambient kill streak sound effects. But I'm hoping to iron all of that out before the game releases in October.
It's pretty sweet. Oh, hold on. No. Oh, I'm on. Yeah.
No, Max, this guy's
He's gonna kill us. This guy's gonna kill us.
We're holding Echo.
good news.
I got 100 points.
So the beta had a max level cap of 30, and they only allowed you to level weapons up to level 20. So I got to test out a lot of different guns, and I got to see a lot of different kill streaks, but I unfortunately didn't get to test out every attachment for all of my favorite guns. But from what I did try and what I did play, I love the new Gunsmith mode they have in this game. It's very free. You can change it on the fly, mid-game, mid-round, and that's really important to me because you're not really ever pigeon-toed into having this one loadout. It seems like they put in a lot of really smart cues from other games. They're definitely learning. They're not just sticking to their guns. I think it's really smart of them, and I'm very excited that this company that is so well respected and has so much talent behind them are willing to look at other game companies and be like, you guys killed it. This is amazing what you did. We're going to adopt part of this and put it onto our game because I think it'll make it better, as opposed to being just stubborn and doing what you do every single year. I love their cues from Battlefield. I love their cues from Apex Legends. Even some signs that they've taken some cues from Escape from Tarkov. I'm a huge fan of all these games, so it's amazing to see Call of Duty adopting these and adapting for the future. After playing so many Battle Royales, finally playing a respawn shooter where the gunfighting is this clean and this fast, it is exactly what you would expect from a Call of Duty, only better. I love how well the gunplay works in this game. It's extremely fast and clean, and one of my absolute favorite additions is the ability to reload while remaining aimed down sight. There are no games that really do that, and it feels weird when you first start doing it, but it is so nice. It feels very tactical, and I'm actually amazed that more games haven't done this before.
God, I love how you can aim down sight and reload. It's so nice. Oh, that fast reload though.
Moving and shooting, hit registration are all very clean, well polished. It feels like a really nice AAA Call of Duty game. I think we've been used to playing so many free-to-play, kind of independent battle royale type of games, so it's really nice to see Call of Duty step up in the forefront and take back their crown. So kill streaks have always been a huge part of Call of Duty games, and I think they've done a really good job with the kill streaks in this game. None of them feel too insanely overpowered, and the fact that they changed it so that your kill streaks no longer chain into other kill streaks really makes it so that the rich don't get richer as quick. There is a perk you can get called Kill Chain, which lets other kill streaks add up to new kill streaks, but that requires a perk slot, and I think that's a really smart change they made. I love the customization in the game, how you can change your operator, how you can use Gunsmith to tweak and turn your gun into whatever form of it you want for whatever situation you need. It's really cool, it's super in-depth, and it's a very welcome addition to a Call of Duty game.
Dude, can't wait for all the cool skins.
Oh, whoa, they have an Asian dude. I feel so represented.
I feel mad represented right now, dog.
Yeah. The gun selection in the game is, as you'd expect, extremely robust. There's some nice new additions that have never been in any other Call of Duty games, like the AX-50 or the Kar-98 in a modern warfare setting. There's a lot of variety and there's a lot of different ways you can play, but I will say that I found that the M4 is so far superior to almost every other rifle in its class, including SMGs, that is hard to justify using any other gun but that as a close to medium range rapid fire assault rifle. Now, this isn't a huge negative on the game, it just doesn't really incentivize me to try other guns or level them out, besides the fact that I'm just kind of get tired of using the M4. So overall, I will say that Modern Warfare is a huge win, and I cannot wait. It is definitely the Call of Duty that I have been waiting for, so I hope you guys are excited as I am. It really seems like Infinity Ward has done their homework by adding features from other successful games into the new Modern Warfare, to bring it into a new generation of first-person respawn shooters. I'm really excited for the launch of Modern Warfare. It's kind of everything I've been wanting for a long time. I'm getting kind of burnt out on Battle Royale games, so playing a really fast-paced respawn shooter like this is exactly what I needed. But with that said, I'm guaranteeing you right now that they will release a Battle Royale mode early next year. I'm going to make a video on that soon, so stay tuned for that, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of the beta. I'm sure you played it too, and I had a blast. I can't wait for the game to launch on the 25th. It can't come any sooner.